Welcome back to the Black Basterd Video Podcast. It's your host, Max Road, the video hunting shark, rewinding tapes, checking out trailers, and getting rid of those videos we no longer want nor need. Two things I want to talk about before we get off into this episode, where we're going to focus on cut boxes. I didn't showcase this a couple episodes back. This is, it's the Mona Lisa. Yeah, it's the actual Mona Lisa. I stole it from the Louvre. Nah, kid. This is one of three tapes. There's the Louvre, there's the Vatican, well, a tour of the Louvre, a tour of the Vatican museums, and a tour of the Prado. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm on the hunt for those, but if I do come across them, sorry about that. If I do come across those, it'll be great to complete this set. So yeah, I missed, that was one tape I missed. There possibly, maybe other, in my huge collection, there may be some other shells, clam shells that I didn't focus on. Excuse me, that I didn't showcase, rather. Second thing I want to talk about is my last episode, in which I did a video hunt with you guys that we all hung together. We hung in there, and I made the decision for all of us on what tapes to get, you know, because I don't live stream. That'd be cool though, right? To live stream a hunt. I never thought about doing that. You know, I don't think about doing that because I don't have a lot of followers. So it's like I might just be talking to space, and no one's out there commenting. So maybe one day when I build up my followers, we'll do that. We'll do a live stream, and I'll take you guys' suggestions on what I should get and what I shouldn't get. But yeah, it would help if I had a second pair of eyes, or 100 other eyes, right? Because yeah, I mean, when I got to Rasputin's, like, I went in very negative, right? It's just like, here we go again with all these crap tapes, you know, these old-timey tapes. And I was actually surprised that there was a Back to the Future and a Back to the Future 3. I didn't think Back to the Future 2 was there. I didn't have faith that it was there. But obviously someone dropped off their trilogy. They had enough. They're like, I don't need VHSs anymore. I don't care about these things anymore. And they brought them to Rasputin's. You know what Rasputin's could have done, however, is they could have rubber band them together, right? No, so yeah, there was I like to call them coffins, VHS coffins. There was a VHS coffin of Caddyshack, which I'll return to get that one because I don't have that. And I don't have many of the VHS coffins. So that's another avenue that when I'm out there hunting, I got to focus on those type of cases that are few and far in between. But in an area where the camera, my eye did not catch it, but the camera caught Caddyshack, and it also caught Back to the Future 2. So I have only one day in which I can make it over to Rasputin's and Amoeba, and that's Wednesdays. Okay, so I try to go one Wednesday out of the month. All right, but this time it's going to be 2 Wednesdays out of the month because I'm going to return to Rasputin's with fingers crossed, and hopefully we can reunite Back to the Future, Back to the Future 3 with Back to the Future 2. Those are two things I want to talk about first. So now let's get into it, man. This is going to be it's going to, on my part, all you got to do is just get you a cup of Black Basterd coffee, sit back, and enjoy the show. But this is going to be a daunting task on my part to not only show you the VHS, the Cutbox, in some cases, or most cases, they're ex-rentals, and find the location, find photos online of the former rental place, you know, maybe get some Yelp reviews, right? And also showcase, not only get pictures of what they once were, right? Whatever building, like, you know, sometimes, like, right, you might be going to a cleaners, right? Your local cleaners. That you've been going to this local cleaners since the last decade in which you moved into this neighborhood. He's like, yeah, I go to Wishy-Washy Cleaners, right? Little did you know that Wishy-Washy Cleaners was video gallery, a video rental store back in the 80s and 90s, you know, repurchased into a wash house. So yeah, I'm going to not only hopefully find photos of the original building, which I have done this before, right? And it is a daunting task. Not only to get the old photos, that's the harder part, is to find the old photos. The easy part is to find what the building is today. And then, like I said, it's a bonus when I can find Yelp reviews, it's wild to see Yelp reviews from the year 2007. You know, it's like, it's actually kind of spooky, man, because you're just like, oh, is this person even alive still? You know, like, it's just weird to read these old, more times than not, complaints about the video store, right? All right, so let's get into it. We got two famous cut boxes right here. Everyone knows about these cut boxes. Not everyone, but anyone from this era is quite familiar with these cut boxes. This cut box here is Blockbuster Video, obviously you can read, but the movie is Basic Instinct, which is playing behind me. Now, that tape has a lot of energy, man. I mean, that was a major hit, and it's like one of the ultimate '90s suspense films. So I can imagine that this tape, I mean, like, this is a day, just imagine the moment that this went on the shelf. How long did it stay on the shelf when it, you know, when it premiered on VHS, right? Like, I can imagine, like, people, like, just were lined up, just to, like, you know, the lines were thick, and everyone had a Blockbuster Video of Basic Instinct. I'm thinking, did Blockbuster Video have shopping baskets? Right? Did they? I gotta look that up. A Blockbuster Video shopping basket. I can't remember. Did Hollywood Video have? What were you? Were you Blockbuster? Were you Hollywood Video? When I slept over my friend's house, they were a Hollywood Video family. It was Hollywood Video and Domino's Pizza when I slept over their house. At my house, we were Blockbuster Video and Round Table Pizza. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Like I said, not every single one of these is going to have a, it's not going to have a store that I can just pull up. Okay, this is a cut box, obviously. They're all going to be cut boxes, you moron. All right, this is Lady Battle Cop. It's like RoboCop, but if what's her name? There's Murphy, Lewis. If Lewis is the one who got smoked, right? If she got blasted by the gang, right? she would have been Lady RoboCop. But Murphy got killed. No, he wasn't killed. He was severely maimed. All right, so where is this Cutbox from? It's from, even though there's no tags on it, stickers on it rather, saying where it's from Ultimate Home Video. I want to do my best to try to find some footage of Ultimate Home Video. And as we go along, I'm going to cut the images and the Yelp reviews in between each tape, okay? All right, now we have Fiend without a face. I'm a fiend, a VHS fiend without a face. And it won't be necessary for me to show you a close-up of the tape because I'll have photos for you guys of the tape. Yeah, there's no of unknown origin. That's where that's from. We have Duel. Duel is not in here. No, Duel is in here. Yeah, this is Duel. But unfortunately, it doesn't play. Because this is a Frenchy, I think it's a French release of Duel. So, but luckily, I have Duel on Laserdisc. Alright, this is a banger, right? This is borderline pornography, alright? Borderline. There's no D going into the P. It's just sexy ladies being sexy ladies in 1987 or something like that. 1990. Yeah, this is good stuff right here. Sensuality, eroticism, voyeurism. Where is it from? Once again, of unknown origin. Okay, these two rentals right here are from these. All right, look, this place right here. They were. I never even been to this place, but just like from the Yelp reviews, man, it's just the vibe. And I know there's neighborhood gatekeepers. Okay, it was a whole video rental store of gatekeepers from top to bottom, and it was. From my experience in hunting and doing research on video stores that were local to me, La Video was probably the biggest mom and pop rival to Hollywood Video and Blockbuster Video. And to this day, the video return slot is still out there. I mean, of course, it's like sealed shut, but it's there still. When you start drinking again. I saw a detective in his apartment about 10 o'clock last night. I asked him in my capacity as his departmental therapist about his altercation with Lieutenant Nelson. He expressed regret. You know, back in the day, I would never stopped into a video store that was solely dedicated to Asian cinema, right? But I was ignorant, okay? I was absolutely ignorant. Back in 1992, while we were watching Juice and geeking out that Street Fighter was in a movie.
Lord, I came at the perfect time. Pop 2 quarters in Pop-Tart and let's get it on.
Shouldn't have bet me. Shouldn't have bet me.
Tugboat ass.
Come on.
Fat bastard.
What's up? What you got? What you got?
Eat that fat ass.
Bam.
All the while, this movie here, Girl Gang, had Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet seen in this movie in which they go play video games.
Зайдем в этот салон. Лучше в этот. Идем туда. Черт, я проиграла. Быстрее. У тебя есть деньги? Нет. Это последняя монета. А у тебя? Нет. Ты не умеешь. Дай мне лучше сыграть.
It's a good double feature. Juice to Girl Gang. Yeah, I think so. Both dealing with adolescent teens on the edge of society. All right, this is from, it's not my hometown, you know. It's a city I lived in for 7 years. Just 7 years in my 44 years of living, right? South San Francisco. And from what I remember, the building isn't there anymore. Or maybe the building is there. The rental spot was like, from what I remember, it looked like a storage unit kind of area. Like you wouldn't think a video store was back up in this area. But if from what I remember about South City and like oddities, yeah, I mean, yeah, you find some of the coolest stores in the strangest locations. And from what I remember, where this is located on Spruce, we used to go pay our cable bill right around the corner from there. A little bit more of that Asian cinema. This cover is really super cool because he's wearing a Evil Dead shirt. This is of unknown origin. I got nothing. All right, we got a Cutbox. Again, yes, we know you have cut boxes. I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe I just like saying Cutbox. I'll say Cutbox how many times I want, all right? We got a Cutbox of Cat's Eye, 89. All right, this is a St. Ignatius, a all-boys private school in San Francisco, which is a stone's throw from where I'm at right now. From 1989. It's a yearbook video. Okay, it's showcasing, you know, the world in 1989. What I love about these, and I had one before that I foolishly sold, not understanding how unique it was. They have music all throughout of like the hottest jams of that era. You know, and they don't have to worry about being copyright because this is just like, you know, it's not for distribution. Okay, you're not gonna find this in the store. The only way you can come across things like this is, okay, I guess you can scour the internet, but basically putting foot to pavement, going out there to local thrift stores, and you may possibly, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but you have it's a small percentage of a chance that you will find tapes like this. All right, you gotta love the special $1 rental sticker on there. Smack dead. This is from Front Row Video, 4364 Piedmont Ave, Oakland, California, 94610. Now, what I'm tripping about is Joe's video room, right? That was also located on Piedmont Ave. I wonder if that's the same location. All right, we have a Target special. That's right. Target will sell special VHSs back in the day, right? Like right now, which I'm compelled to buy it, but it's too much, $80. I wish I could buy it. I wish I had it. It'll be pointless because I won't be able to play it, but hey man, VHSs are back. Gradually, they are coming back. There's a new release for Escape from New York, which is PAL only, right? But I still want it. There's a Escape from New York, to deviate a little bit. There's a Escape from New York movie time VHS that I passed on about 2 years ago. I regret, but I have faith. I'll come across it again. All right, here's the Target special. That's a gorgeous thing right there. It's a beautiful thing right there. Okay, this isn't a Target special. I lied to you. I'm a natural born liar. That's from Ultimate Home Video. All right, we got Klaus Kinski in Schizo. The Schizo Klaus Kinski. He was born to play that role. With the horror sticker smack dab in the middle. And this is from Video City. I watched this with a girlfriend a few years back, and we watched it on YouTube, and it looked like really, really bad. But I was surprised how much he enjoyed this movie. You know, sometimes you show a girl some things, and you're just like, she's like, why are you having me watching this? So when they actually dig something, it makes it even more diggable. This is from Diamond Video. This is, yeah, West Portal. Diamond Video. I think I have another tape from there. Alright, this is a hard to find killer. And when I say hard to find, I just, it's no way I can find it, okay? I mean, it just, I've been hunting tapes for, what year are we in? I think 8 years of this, man. Nearly a decade of hunting tapes, right? And I just know what is and what isn't out there. It's like, as a video collector, you just have to have Videodrome. I wouldn't even want that on Laserdisc. What other movie? Like tape heads. I don't want tape heads on Laserdisc. Once again, with the horror sticker smack dab in the middle. Good move. Thank you, Video City. Again, I guess that's just what Video City does, huh? Yeah. Radio City knows what they're doing out there in Antioch. Oh, behind me, you guys can't see it unless you have magnifying glasses. Little Nicky. Can we get a part 2 to Little Nicky? No, that'll be futile. That'll be stupid. From Belmont, California, we got Belmont Video. Used cars. Is that, it's like, that's what I thought clubs were when I was a kid. You know, I thought I was gonna, by the time I got to the club, right? They were playing Lumi D, okay? Like, clubs were not like the 90s when I finally got old enough to go to the club, you know? This club vibe is just like the club in Cool World. And the beaches did not look like this when I got old enough to go to the beach. No, what? I guess the beaches, you could always go to the beach, but they weren't like this in the 90s when I was, you know, old enough. You know what I mean? Old enough. Yeah, it wasn't no bikini summer in the beaches I went to. This is from Hollywood Video. We got Fast Times. First release from MCA. Actually, I just said that with such confidence, like I'm sure this is the first release. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, this is first release. Where's it from? It's from San Francisco Home Video, West Portal. We got some sci-fi with Journey to the Center of Time. Very strange flick here. All right, I want to show these both at the same time. We got White Zombie. That's where Rob Zombie band got their name from. And we got Curse of Frankenstein. And they're both of unknown origin. There's Frightmare, right? Like the 1990s one or 2000s. Yeah, there's 2000s Frightmare. And then there's Frightmare from the 80s. Which one's better? I can't decide. I really don't know. I like to double feature those. This is from Video Palace, El Camino Real. We got some Sailor Moon, which this is raw, okay? There's no subtitles. It's in Japanese. And this isn't really Cutbox, actually. This is just the box, okay? It's a Toei Video, T-O-E-I. And the box itself, you can't see it, but it says the same thing, Toy Video. So this is just how it's meant to look. Now, some people don't like cut boxes because, you know, they want a pristine mint copy of the movie, right? I did cut boxes because the energy in the actual object, that this is kicked around for a long time and it survived. It could have been discarded, never returned, right? Somebody could have rented this and never returned it. And also, I don't know how these were rented. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how Video Media, from Video Media 1250 D Newell Avenue, Walnut Creek, California, 94596. I don't know how they rented their videos. I don't know if, yeah, you pull this off the shelf, right? And then they give you a clear box and you go home with a clear box. You don't get to go home with the art. I don't know. But maybe you did get to take hardware home, the artwork and all. And you were responsible enough, and everyone who rented it was responsible enough to return it. It's like what Blockbuster Video and Hollywood Video. You never went home with the art. That never happened. Hey, you remember back in the day, if you guys were around back in the day and you're like 11 years old, and you rented Basic Instinct with your family, right? Or a movie that you didn't think had a sex scene, like White Men Can't Jump, right? And next thing you know, you're in a room with your grandmother, your uncle, your niece, who's like doing like this, you know? And the mom is covering her ears, right? You know, you're just like, I would enjoy this if none of you people were here. But it's awkward. All right, so on our hunt a day or so ago, we came across Flatliners and almost fell into the category of, I have that, but I'd much rather have an intact copy. I don't want a cut box. Why would I do that? That's so silly. That's hoardery. That's a video hoarding sucker. And you already own the same film, you know. All right. This is Just a Gigolo. This is a cut box that I made. I had to download and print this out at my mother's house, wasting all kind of ink because I couldn't get the dimensions properly. It took us like 5 times. Really ticking her off, but we finally got it done and I was very happy. So yeah, this is a tape that I want to keep for all my life because my mother helped me create it. We got Creepers, media release, Donald Pleasance and Jennifer Connelly of unknown origin. I remember watching this back in the day, man, like back in the 80s. My best friend is a vampire. This is from Sunshine Video. What would you call your video store? If you can come up with an original name, in which I don't have an original name. Mine is a play off of Blockbuster Video. And my other rental store, Hella Wired Video, is a play off of Hollywood Video. If I was to come up with a video store on my own, I'd come up short. I'm not creative like that, man. I couldn't come up with Sunshine Video. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to do it right now. Come on, come up with something, man. Video Planet. Is there a Video Planet out there? All right. We got from Front Row Video, we got toys. Not the toy, not Toy Story, but the toy. What was the video store called in this movie? Be Kind, Rewind. Now this is actually, I know where this came from. kind of it came from. This never was released on VHS because it came out about a year or two after. This is from Movie Gallery, located at 1440 Highway 95A North. Yeah, this was actually a DVD, and I made it into a Cutbox VHS. And I went so far as to doing exactly like they did on the movie. Oh yeah. You name it, we shoot it. All right, I've had this in my possession for, at this point, since 2022. And when I first got it, it was sealed, right? And I was like, cool, man. Like, no one's watched it before. And then I throw it on, it's just like... It had been sealed since the 80s, and the spools were warped. So I had to go through the painstaking process of changing out the spools and even changing out the case in which it came in. I put it in the Monsters case. This is it's called Transatlantic with Street. What a name, right? His name is Street. That's his actual name. And him and his crew, they navigate the transatlantic. It's a real vibe. Like, before I even watched it, right, I had a feeling what it would be. And everything that I hoped it would be was. Yeah. All right, I've yet to watch this all the way through because it freaked me out and it ruined one of my VCRs. I'll watch it this Halloween on this VCR, my tester VCR that I don't mind. This is a beautiful cover right here, man. It was Good Times Video, not Good Times as in the distributor. Like I just watched it earlier, the Mad Max. I didn't watch the second film, The Bounty, but that's a Good Times release. We got The Island. One crazy flick. And it is from, I know I have it on here. There it is. Moreno Valley. I don't know where Moreno Valley is. A place called Video Time. Moreno Valley is more than likely California. Alright, we're down to our final... I'm missing something, man. I'm definitely missing something right now. Oh, we're not down to our final. We got about 10 more. Give me a moment. I gotta reach over there and get them. Damn. So D tapes. All right, a good back-to-back double feature would be Be Kind Rewind into, I mentioned it earlier, I wouldn't want this movie on Laserdisc. It's meant for VHS. And that's out that Big Sur Bazaar. Out there in Big Sur. We got TV Magic Memories. Such language in this movie. I've turned my life around when it comes to a friend of mine pointed out that I drop F-bombs. A couple friends pointed this out to me. When you're like, when you are constantly cursing, you know, there's something going on with your life that you gotta take care of, you know, because you lose any argument or point is never taken when you are blurting out cuss words. All right, unless you do it at the right time, right? You got to keep the MFs like in the bag, and then like when that person that you never hear say an F word, you're like, oh dang, they're really mad. All right, we got Indiana Jones. I brought that out. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have it really low, but the cops in this movie are just constantly with the Fs. That was like par for the course in the 90s. And still kind of to this day, and I think it's poor writing when they try to make everybody a badass. All right, this is for sale at reduced price. Ask for details. I think this is a warehouse form of rental. It comes with the brown shell, the brown cut box. Yeah. All right. When I got this, right, I had just begun like my journey to stay away from power flower. But just because I'm turning away from the power flower, I didn't want to become like a prude and be like, no, I do not watch anything that has drugs in it. So I went ahead and got it. And I thought it was a documentary, even though it says right here, a black sheep film. I thought it was a documentary, one of those boring documentaries on marijuana. But no, it's a film, it's a movie. And it's a good one. I would have enjoyed it more as an impressionable 18-year-old. All right, this is a darn shame. Facts of life, because it's warped. There's nothing I can do about it. The film is warped. Like, suffered from heat stroke. Okay, just like earlier with Sailor Moon, right? That, and the other. This is just what the how the tape was originally sold. There is no other way. It's always looked like this. It's not chopped up and made into a cut box. Okay. We got Bloodsuckers. An amazing cover that is. And it is an ex-rental, I just don't know where from. Okay. Right now, without a doubt, I am Dr. Jekyll. But within me is Mr. Hyde. And if I just take one puff of the Magic Dragon, Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll will ride again. They'll be together again, rather. Okay. Now we're down to our final three. I hope you guys have been enjoying the episode. I know it's a long one. For those that are fans of stuff like this, I'm sure it's not long enough. But don't worry, fear not. For those that want this kind of material, we got a whole nother episode of cut boxes to go. Okay, this is just part one. Okay, part two is on the way. Now, are we gonna have tapes like this in part two? I can't say yes, I can't say no. I don't think I saved the best for last. I think I just gave you guys all the good stuff on the front end. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what your tastes are and what you're looking for. Halloween's coming up soon, and this tape is very important to me. It's not because it was Halloween. No, this was the tape that kept me in the game. I was at a crossroads, and I've probably told this story before. I'll tell it again. I was at a crossroads where I was going to give up the game. I was going to make a right and go to work, arriving maybe 30 minutes early and just sit in my car listening to music and reflecting, or make a left and get a quick hunt in. And I decided to make a left, and it paid off because I'm a wild boy. I get my tapes in the wild. I don't pay up. I don't pay up for tapes and laser disc. And I had no one to celebrate this find, right? But I was so excited, man. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I couldn't believe it was just sitting there, like almost discarded, like no one wanted this. It had me questioning. It's like, is this stuff garbage? Does no one care about this stuff? It's like, no, man. You got there at the right time, man. And I decided to stay in the game after that, man. And that was about 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago or more. Shit, I don't even know, man. So yeah, this is of unknown origin. Ain't no telling where this tape came from. All right, and our last tape, for me, is a movie that I like to watch in the summertime. And of course, I did watch it this summer, whilst having a run through of the game playing on the big screen behind me. Right? It was very surreal. And that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yeah, I not only have the media release of Texas, I have Halloween as well. Thank you guys for tuning into the Black Basterd Video Podcast. Your host, Max Road. And, before I go, I just want to say, it's like, again, with the, I don't want a VHS tape that's all chewed to crap, Look like a pit bull just went to town on it. I don't want that. You can have that cover. You can have that box, Yeah, of course, there's certain movies that are like, okay, the box is beat to crap. I'm still getting it, right? But for the most part, I'm not going to buy it trash. Now, some may think, like I said earlier, some may think that once you cut the box, once you have cut the original art, that it's destroyed, But I feel the same way, this is what I feel like. Just because it looks better doesn't mean it is better.